All right. So fourth question now is a function. It says the function f is defined as f of x is equal to 2x plus 7 all over 5. Find the value of f of 4 minus f of negative 4. So we're going to evaluate these one at a time. So we want to evaluate f of 4. So if f of x is equal to 2x plus 7 over 5, then we want to evaluate f of 4. F of 4 is 2 times 4 plus 7 over 5. And this is going to be 8 plus 7 over 5. And this is 15 over 5. And this is 3. So then I could just conclude that, hey, let's put this aside. F of 4 gives us 3. I need to find f of negative 4. So let's go for f of negative 4 right here. F of negative 4. This is going to be 2 times negative 4 plus 7 all over 5. This is negative 8 plus 7 all over 5. And we're talking about, this is negative 1 over 5. All right. Very good, very good. So negative 1 over 5. So this is equal to f of negative 4. I need to be adding these ideas. So remember now, f of negative 4 gives me a negative 1/5. So I could quickly put them right here. Let's put the response right here for the final response. Let me put it right here. Let us now just look at this. We're thinking of adding these. This is 3 plus negative 1/5. Already this is saying 2 and 3/5. All right, 2 and 4/5. Because what we could do is to say if we are adding these, you could say, why not just change the 3 with a denominator of 5? Okay, so it's 3 over 1. So if we could look at it quickly, 3 over 1 times 5 over 5. So that's going to give us 15 over 5. That is the same thing as 3. So if I have 15 over 5, and then we are subtracting 1/5, then I'm going to be left with 14 over 5. And 14 over 5 is the same time as 2 times and 4 over 5. So 14 over 5 is okay. Or you could say 2 and 4 over 5, the same thing. So if you come up with any one of those responses, it's the same thing. All right. So f of 4 plus f of negative 4 is 14 over 5, or 2 and 4/5. All right. Let's go. Right. So the next question says, hey, why not just let us calculate the value of x for which f of x is equal to 9. So let me get the f function. So the f function says, hey, f of x is equal to 2x plus 7 all over 5. That's the f of x. I want to know what x value that I could put here. Basically, I want to know what x values I could put there. When it's worked out, I get 9. So basically, in order to do that, all we have to do is to equate the function to 9. So we're going to equate the f function to 9. So we're going to say 2x plus 7 over 5. We're going to let this equal to 9. Right? And then now we're going to solve for x. So in solving for x, we're going to multiply both sides by 5. Multiply that side by 5. So that cancels that. So we're left with 2x plus 7, which is equal to 45. I'm going to subtract 7 from both sides as I go. So 2x is equal to about 38. This is about 38. And then I divide both sides by 2. So x is equal to 19. So in other words, this is saying if I plug 19 here and work out everything, I would have gotten 9 as the answer. All right, so x is equal to 19 in this regard. All right, and let's go further. Hence or otherwise, determine the value of f of. So we're saying f of 19 give 9. That's what we're saying up there. Understand? f of 19 gives 9. So if f of 19 gives 9, then the inverse of 9 gives about 19. All right. So definitely the answer is 19. Hence, if I use hence, I'll just go backwards. So if I plug in 19 in my function and it gives me 9, then the inverse of 9 goes back to 19. So I could say to us that this answer is 19. But let us say that we don't get the understanding the inverse to say hence would give me that. Because hence would have meant that that answer that you just gave, use it now and give back an answer. Bam, 19. The otherwise now would have been to work out the inverse and plug in 9. So that's the answer is already 19. But what I'm going to do is to do the inverse just as an alternate route. So I'm saying this is an alternate method, right? So the alternate method is I'm working on the otherwise, right? So doing the otherwise, we need to find the inverse. So let's go for the inverse. So let us start. I'll start by saying y is equal to, so f of x is equal to, I'm saying y to start. So y is equal to 2x plus 7 over 5. All right, that's me letting f of x equal to y, such that I write it like that. Whenever we're doing an inverse, we're going to switch x and y. So this means that x is equal to 2y plus 7 over 5. And then now we transpose for the new y. So we're going to multiply both sides by 5. So we'll get 5x, which is equal to 2x plus 7 over 5. It cancels. You could see that canceling right there. So let me come over here. So I have 5x is equal to 2y plus 7, right? And then now I'll subtract 7 from both sides. So in subtracting 7 from both sides, I'll definitely have 5x minus 7 is equal to 2y. Then I'm going to divide by 2, divide by 2. So basically, y is equal to 5x minus 7 over 2, which means that the inverse of f of x is equal to 5x minus 7 over 2. And you'll see. So we're talking about 5 times 9 minus 7 over 2. 5 nines, that's 45 minus 7 over 2. That is 38 over 2. That is 19. But you wouldn't want to do all of that for 1 mark, because this question was set up so that we understand that if I have f of x, if I plug in f of 19 in a function and it gives me 9, then the inverse of the 9 will go back to that 19. So that is why I suggested that the answer is 19. You pick up that 1 mark. You wouldn't want to do all of this just to get back the 1 mark. But if this is what you understand from it, then no problem. All right.